you know. And so I'm not saying that like he's the one. I don't know that,
There's no such thing.
but
There's no such thing as the one.
right, I don't know that. But what I can say is that, you know, I'm having a good time and I'm happy. And that's
Good.
what
And
really
that's the
matters.
thing. If as much as I hated um, Why Did I Get Married, the series,
Hmm.
one thing I did agree with was the 80-20.
Yeah. You're never gonna get everything you want in anybody. And are you really presenting everything somebody else wants?
Bingo.
That's the thing. Because like I said, we all come with our own issues. We all come with something,
Yeah.
especially at this age. We all come with something, some type of preconceived notion. We all come with something. So I might not be everything you looking for, and that's fine.
Right.
But
And
let's
that's
be
okay.
able but we have to be able to say like, "Hey, I don't like this about you." You know, and not be angry about it and be able to receive that and accept it and say, "Well, hell, hey, let's talk about it. Is this something negotiable?" You know what I'm saying, that we can talk about? Or
Yeah,
is this a non-negotiable?
but you got to be willing to talk about it. A lot of people don't
Right.
want to. A lot of conversations are funny because sometimes
Mhm.
we can have easy conversations, but a lot of times, me included, I don't like hard conversations, but I know I got to have them in order. If you really feeling somebody, like love more than lust, you got to have hard conversations sometimes.
Yeah, the hard conversations are where the great relationships are. And
Right.
I even say that about friendships too. Some of my best friends are the ones that I can be absolutely honest with.
Right.
And they can be absolutely honest with me. And it's like, hey girl, I might just hurt your feelings with what I'm about to say right now, but I'm gonna say it.
But the Bible says a rebuke from a friend is better than kisses from the enemy.
Exactly.
So don't tell
And
me
I'd rather have that person around me. But again, that comes with maturity,
yes.
you know? And it's like, because I can be the woman that strokes your ego because I feel like I can tell you that you're wonderful, but I also have to be able to tell you like, hey, that was real jacked up what you did over there too.
I wish
You have to
I
be able
really
to help
wish that
accept that.
you could tell young ladies, your daughter in Jordan's age,
Hmm.
about that because some of them be going outside and I'm a man, I got eyes. Now I'm not gonna lust after them, but I was like, what kind of attention do you really want?
Right,
Is the person you like wanting you to advertise yourself in that way?
right.
Those are the things that we don't teach out. We try to teach our children, and like I said, being in the Holiness Church, modesty was modesty was A1, male or female. How,
Right.
however, a lot of times the pressures, nobody's friendly enough to say, "Nah, you should be wearing that."
Right. And you got to be able to accept it and not accept it as an attack, period. Like I said, just in I feel like that anyway in life, like we're not gonna get better until we're able to talk to each other and just be honest.
Right, right. And I always
So
say you can be honest, but don't be brutal.
no, you don't have to be brutal. Now that's something I had to learn as well because professionally, I have to have hard conversations with people who are in very difficult situations,
Right.
you know? And so I had to learn how to not necessary and I have to do it on some levels with limited emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so um I had to learn how to not carry that into my personal life
Agreed.
across the board. And so yeah, you got to learn how to again accept criticism and realize that everybody can't handle the same things and love people for where they are.
Right. Right. And sometimes, and this is just me. Like I said, we just talking, and this is what
Mhm.
makes this is what makes a great show.
Mhm.
Believe it or not, this is what makes a great show. people having a conversation and understanding that everybody can relate. Um,
Right.
a lot of times we look to see what's wrong with folks, and we go
Right.
that direction. Um, Sometimes you have to look you have to look inward. What kind of
Mhm.
energy am I putting out? What kind of what kind of message am I giving to this person? Yes, I could be telling them the truth. I could be completely honest
Mhm.
and not brutal, but it doesn't come across that way.
Right.
And you gotta, in order for someone to receive, you have to, sometimes you gotta punch them in the chest. Sometimes you just have to hold their hand and say it, baby. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I feel like because the thing is that we hear a lot about the male ego, but I do feel like women have egos too. Like sometimes we need to be told something good about ourselves as well.
Yes.
Like I can stroke your ego and you can stroke mine, but with that, we also got to be able to hurt each other's feelings sometimes and then act upon the hurt
Well,
rather than get angry about the hurt, you
right.
know?
But the thing
It
is,
doesn't
though,
solve anything.
the truth cuts hurt. But the best thing about it is if it's surgical, yes, it'll hurt initially, and it may take a while, but eventually you heal and you become better.
Yeah, but that also comes with trust too. Because
Yes.
I will say, I can't take, we don't take as humans, period. We
Hmm.
don't take criticism well from the people that we don't trust
Right.
because you don't think that it's coming from a good place.
Right.
And I mean that can be your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, whatever, depending on
Exactly.
what the topic is. If it's a situation where you don't trust them in that area, if you've seen your uncle mismanage his money all his life and then he try to give you financial advice, you're not gonna trust what he's saying. Period.
Well, I have a saying. I said, you won't buy a Ford from a person who drives a Toyota.
Exactly, because you don't even believe in what you're selling. So yeah, it comes with trust. So you gotta, but trust can only be built with honesty. And so, like you said, we gotta be willing to have those hard conversations. And I think oftentimes we run away from the hard conversations and we just wanna stay surface. And
Definitely.
that's again, like I said, I realized last year, um, I don't want to be surface with anybody anymore. I want to definitely live on purpose
Right.
with
Live.
everyone,
No,
like
and
my friends, everybody.
right. And I always say, and this is what I tell people now. I said, make memories, not regrets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because
definitely.
we too old to be not doing what we can possibly do. Because there's
Right.
going to be a day where you can't do anything, and then do you want to sit there and say, "Man, I should have did that," or "I shouldn't have
Mhm.
done that," or are you just going to do it? Like you said, you want to take trips, you want to do things. You're at the age,
Right.
but you have an adult child. You know,
Right.
you have relative freedom and freedom of movement. So why not be with somebody who can do that
Right.
and do it
That's
together and do it together? But on that note, Miss Kim, we have come to the end of the show.
all right.
Now we talked a whole hour.
Really? It's
Yes,
been that? Oh
a whole
wow. Yeah.
hour. No talk, no pauses, no ums or uhs. This is what I want for my show. I know people got something out of this, and I'm glad to have I had a good guest who was open and candid about their situations and being forthright. Maybe in the future we can do this again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I wanna thank you. Like I said, I want to thank you. Make sure that you're thanked, and tell Dawn when you see. I said I'll be down. I'll be down your way for my chapter 75th at the end of the month.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll have to grab dinner or something.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But
Okay.
you have a wonderful day. I
You
want to thank
too.
you from the top of my heart. Welcome to Thank you for attending DFG's Corner. This is
All right.
DFG, the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. And I'm gonna close it out saying like this: Be true to yourself. Be good to yourself. Understand that when you're with a partner, vet them.